Hi, my name is David P. Shapiro. I'm the owner and managing partner of the law office of David P. Shapiro, located in San Diego, California, where my firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. In this video, I want to talk about the importance of jury selection at a criminal trial, or frankly, in any trial. And what we're seeing right now, as we're in the middle part of October of 2021 when I'm filming this video, is the early stages of the Ahmaud Arbery case, where he was shot and killed in the middle of the street out in Georgia, and three individuals, a father and son, and somebody else that they know from the neighborhood, is on trial for the murder of Mr. Arbery. And it is essential in any case, particularly a criminal case with so many underpinnings and so much going on, so much sensitivity, so much, passion, so many feelings and emotions going on in a criminal case, particularly one like the one involving the death of Ahmaud Arbery, is that your attorney or the defense attorney has a plan and does their best to try and execute that plan when we're talking about picking a jury for a criminal case. So how do we do that? Well, you do that in a couple of ways, and the main way is to be prepared. So if you're out there watching this video and you have a pending criminal trial coming up, or a loved one has a trial coming up, that's a good discussion that they want to have with their attorney, or that you may want to have with their attorney, or you may want to have with your attorney. Talking about, hey, what's our plan going in? What type of a juror do we want for my case? Why or why not? What is my role going to be as the client at a trial, particularly during jury selection? What should I be wearing? What should I be doing? Should I be taking notes? Who should I be looking at? All of those things are super important, and the primary reason being is, there are 12 people out there in the community that will ultimately be picked for a jury and will ultimately decide your fate in all likelihood if you go to trial in a criminal matter in California or anywhere. And the reality is that you try and get to know as much as possible about these individuals, these strangers, over 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, if you're really lucky. To learn as much as possible. Not every case allows a questionnaire. Not every case allows weeks of jury selection, like we saw with the trial of Derek Chauvin for the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis earlier in 2021, like we were seeing in the prosecution for the death and arguably the murder of Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia. So, not every case takes weeks upon weeks upon weeks, and you need to learn as much as possible about these jurors as quickly as possible. And in order to do that, you need to have a strategy. Your attorney needs to have a plan. You need to try and execute that plan as best as possible. On cases with unlimited budgets, you want to look at possibly a jury consultant. You want to talk about, hey, from a psychological perspective, right? What type of juror do we want for this case? What type of questions will elicit the best responses? So we get to know a lot about these jurors and make a decision whether or not we want to, one, argue that they should be dismissed for cause, meaning where we're asking the court to eliminate or remove this juror from the potential panel, or secondarily, whether we want to use one of our peremptory challenges, whether it's 10 or 20 in a lifetime case, 10 on most other criminal cases here in California. Do we want to burn a peremptory challenge? Sometimes the other component is the known is better than the unknown. So you want an attorney, you want a law firm with experience trying cases. That's important because if they've tried cases, they have experience picking jurors and picking a jury for certain heavy-duty cases, or at the very least, cases in line with the case that you're going to trial on. And if your attorney does not have that experience, that's not the end of the world. That doesn't mean, okay, they're done, get rid of them. You want to ask them, though, hey, I know that this is your first homicide, or I know this is your first sex case. Who is going to be helping you picking a jury? Can I help you? Can I give you the resources, the financial resources to go pick a jury consultant, to go hire a jury consultant, or at least consult with one? So those are all ways you could help your defense team pick a jury for your case, questions you should be asking, things you should be looking for at the very early stage in the process when you're selecting the attorney in the law firm to represent you. What type of ideas do they have big picture? What type of experience do they have big picture? What type of success do they have big picture in picking juries? Because as we will see, with the Ahmaud Arbery case, a lot of this case will likely come down to the jurors and the jury of 12 and 4 alternates that are picked, as they and only they will be the ones determining the fate of the 3 defendants in this case in Georgia. So it's going to be very fascinating to watch jury selection. It is a super important aspect of any criminal case. It's often overlooked by a lot of, you know, whether it's younger criminal defense attorneys or inexperienced criminal defense attorneys. It is essential and it needs to be treated as such. So we hope this video gives some clarity on that. If you have any questions about your case, about the jury selection process in California, or about anything related to criminal law related in San Diego, feel free to give my firm a call, 619-295-3555. Again, law office is David P. Shapiro, where we help good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime.